Krishna Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Bad connection. Yeah, looks like a bad connection here too. Let's try a different place here. Okay. Is it any better? See if the connection gets any better. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we moved to a new place here. Is it any better? Much better now, yeah. Yeah, one place where it's good. Okay, good. All right. Krishna. Okay. Morning there. All right. I think we got the connection for a little bit. Let's see how long it works. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Let's call the Lord, man. Let's live in grace. How do you like to live in grace, huh? Yeah. His name, following Lord Chaitanya's instruction. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's so great, man. I just realized, we're lifted above fear by chanting, by taking shelter of Krishna's name. Lifted above fear. It's that simple. I went to a garage sale yesterday, and I saw this lady with a mask, and I saw fear in her eyes. I said, that's what it is. They got fear. They're in fear because they listen. It's to what they hear. They're in fear because of what they hear. And it's Maya. It's just Maya. Yes, all it is. It's the Lord's Maya. It works. Some people get some courage, from the demigods, from goodness, and fear from the demons who are more in control and tricking people right now. So you can be lifted above it all and get true courage. True freedom from fear is God, the Lord. Taking shelter of the Lord. One of His names. Taking shelter of Christ. Yeah. Krishna's name is amazing, though. Everybody should try it. Lord Chaitanya, Krishna, these devotees are just, can you imagine? There's been no any explanations of people walking on this planet with such extreme, extraordinary bliss. Actually have recordings of it. You never, where do you see this? Where do you see this in history? They never talk, even in the Christian Bible, they don't talk about it so much. It's not clear. Yeah, here you see a demonstration the Lord revealed. See, revelation. It's all about revelation. The Lord revealed all these things. Revealed. This is the way the kingdom of God is. Ecstatically blissful. Look at it. It's on these temples. See, these persons. This bliss is here in these temples. And so people need to see this bliss in temples now, in the body temples expressed in this world, and then learn how to take shelter of that. Then you rise. How can you be in fear and bliss at the same time? Impossible. The bliss is more powerful. It just blankets it, just overcomes it. It's a low vibration. The highest vibration, the God vibration, is the bliss vibration, ecstatic vibration. Yeah, it's amazing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. See, it's hearing. See, people hear these narratives from the Lord's Maya, and the narratives are fear, and then they go into, it creates a reality of fear. Here we're hearing the name is bliss, right? Name and bliss is synonymous, bliss, ecstasy, bliss, rapture, Krishna is ecstatic, raging bliss. So, see, we listen to that long enough. After a while, we're raised above fear, And so fear is being cut off from this bliss. The bliss in the Lord is the same, That's why if you're against bliss, you're against blissful devotees and ecstatic devotees. Man, what do you got, man? You got nothing. Man, what do you got in religion? If you're not against this ecstatic bliss, which is God, I'll declare it loudly, man. This bliss is ecstasy. This is God, man. This is your Lord that you're worshiping that you don't know. But we know because we're surrendered to this bliss. This is why Krishna comes here to our Sangha, because we welcome that bliss. We rejoice in the name and the ecstasy of the Lord. Devotion. That's Radharani. What, you don't like Radha? You don't like females? What's the problem? People say, I'm for feminism. Well, if you're not for Radha, you don't know what real feminism is. I'm a feminist, but I don't like what Gohar is doing with his Sangha. I'm a feminist. I'm for women. No, you don't even know what a woman is. That false shell of a woman. What is this woman thing? Woman is this body and these material modes. That ain't nothing, man. Rather, a real woman is blissful, ecstatic, and pure. See, that's our mistress. She's pure love, purest. It doesn't exist in this world until the devotees are here. You don't see it. All you see is this, imitation thing. People think is you have no idea what. If anything, we're the true feminists here. We stand up for true feminism, man. That's Radharani. That's pure, blissful, ecstatic love. Otherwise, you think you're a feminist and you don't like this pure, ecstatic love. You're nowhere near being a true feminist yet. People have no idea what they do and talk about and believe in. Bunch of children in this world. Child's play. You got to play in Vrindavan like us, and you know what real child's play is. Everything's imitation, fake here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. You can put your microphones on if you want. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari. Let's hear some true feminism come in here. Lolita's a true feminist, man.
It will be noise.
She'll show you what she'll show you what real feminism is. Let's hear the noise, man. Let's hear the laughter. Let's hear the tears. It's tired of looking at these false feminists out there. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Here, when you look at her, it's like looking at Radharani. That's the way she looks. Radharani's like that. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Can you handle that there, ISKCON? Can you handle that? That's who you're worshiping. You don't even know it. You stupid. Oh, excuse me. You unaware persons. Because we don't want to call anybody stupid fools, because we don't want to offend anybody. We're the stupid fools. We're the only ones who like being stupid fools. I know nobody else likes to be stupid fools. Oh, how dare you call me a fool? Oh yeah, you're very smart, very intelligent person. Only we're the fools, man. Can't you see? Look at how foolish we are, man. Everything we do is really foolish, man. Everything we say is foolish, man. Everything is outrageous, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. We never speak the truth, man. All lies. You guys are telling the truth, man. Take your shot, man. Yeah, it's good for the welfare of all. Follow your gurus out there. Yeah, they know best, man. They represent Prabhupada with the mask, the new Prabhupada with the mask now. Krishna Kripur. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama. Yeah, close your temples. That's true. Yeah, please. Please close the temples, man. Follow the authorities. Follow your authorities out there. Krishna Krishna. Prabhupada followed the government, yes. So you follow the government, Prabhupada took his shots, you take your shots, right? Yeah, follow your leaders, man. They're very intelligent. Can't you see they're PhDs, man? Very smart. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Yeah, don't hang out with us. Then you'll see it's just a whole big sham, man. It's a big fake out. This world. What's going on in this world is a big fake out, man. People are getting faked out left and right now. Krishna doesn't matter. It's the test. Are you really know God or not? Because if you don't know the Lord, you're gonna fall for this bullshit out there. Then you're gonna fall for his Maya, his mask. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Rama Hari Krishna Krishna. I'm gonna rant today. I feel like ranting.
Like what?
It's a rant. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Rama.
I don't understand what you say, but I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, "Daddy,
Tom will give you the translation. He's perfect in his English. Krishna, Hari, Hari, Hari Rama. It's a rant.
we can do it later. I'm not in a hurry."
Krishna, Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari. Hari. Krishna knows. That's why you're laughing. He knows all languages. Krishna, Krishna, Hari, Hari, Hari Rama, Hari
He
Rama.
keeps me stupid.
Krishna, Krishna.
So is he new.
He keeps us all stupid, man. He makes us say stupid things. That's the world. Look at these guys. They're saying all these stupid things. Yeah, he keeps us all dumb. It's only the world that thinks they're so smart, man. They're all notoriety, man. You know, the Rothschilds. Oh man, yeah, they really go out and they're the ones, you know, kings of the world. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari, Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari, Hari. At least we don't eat feces. That's what they got to do. They got to eat. They got to drink urine. That's the truth, man. Hey, what? It's all out there. They got to eat feces, and what? You don't believe it?
I've heard it. I've heard it yesterday from somebody else again.
Yeah, this is the Hollywood Club. All those stars that people worship, man, they eating feces. A lot of them, you know, they have to. That's part of the club.
Yeah,
hey, man, there's a price for all. Yeah, there's a price for all that money they got. They don't deserve. You think they deserve all that money? Are you kidding? Millions of dollars a film? No, this is because they pay the price. Hey, man, this is my wealth. Hey, my wealth is this. They got to do all those things for all that money. What is this? As long as I have a little food to eat, this is this, and have this. This is the wealth, man. Having real friends. Look at there. They have to have those kind of friends, man. They're all demons. It's not very nice. This is. I mean, hey, man. Truth is truth. Yeah, if you don't believe, if anybody watches video and they get offended, well, how dare he say about the eating that? Well, then you don't like the truth. Truth is everything, man. Truth is eternal truth. And truth is, hey, man, what is illusion? That's illusion, and the people are caught up in it. And we have a message for the feces eaters. You know, you can come here and then you can eat the holy name, man. Eat the bread of life and be, you know, purified from all of that stuff. It's horrible stuff, you know. Bottom feeders. Literally bottom feeders, huh? Now I know where that word came from there, huh, River? Bottom feeders. See, where do these words come from? They come from Krishna. See, bottom feeders. Oh, that's interesting, Lord. Thank you for showing me that. Bottom feeders. That's what it means. Feces eaters. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare. I mean, that's all I see in the news, man. Of course, that's not on mainstream news.
No.
Mainstream news. they're all painting everything in a false light, you know. Illusion. You got to find the real news, you know.
We eat gold, Michael.
Yeah, gold, man. You got to eat. It's either eat gold or feces, you know, one of the two, you know, gold or feces. People don't even know. When you follow those persons, you're eating. That's why people are in fear. You're eating garbage, shit. Literally. What do they call that? Bullpucky, you know. It's just bullshit, you know. It's lies. Yeah, it's no food at all. This is truth, man. This is so enlivening, man, to speak about the truth, man. Yeah, you like that, Karuna? Truth? Hey, wait, don't bottom feeder. Don't we're fed from the top, not from the bottom, right? We're from the top, man. Top down. We do what's natural and normal, not the, you know, we're supposed to eat God's transcendental name, not his excrement.
You get the best, the best.
Yeah, the best, man. The pure, this is amazing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Well, this is the
Krishna,
birds and the bees,
Krishna, Hare.
everybody. You get to learn everything. The highest truth, the highest
And the
truth
lowest.
distinguished from the lowest illusion, and that's feces eating, man. Lowest illusion, man. And those guys with all that money and controlling the world are part of that. No wonder it's now they're coming out showing, hey man, this is what we are. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
I got to
Krishna,
tell
Hare
another one here. Okay, and so here, this is how the epitome of how the Lord's Maya is. I just saw a video of Bill Gates. He's going around with a jar of feces. Has anybody seen that video yet? Goes around with a jar of feces. And he goes to, and he said, "This is what you're going to drink." All of these plants, they have these reclamation plants are taking feces, shit, sludge, they call it. It's a nice word for it. And they turn it into water. And he was sitting there. He said, "This is in the jar." And then he says, "Yeah, this is what." And he took a nice drink. He said, "This is really look so pure." See, this is what they do, man. This is the illusion. And people think, "Oh, very good. You drink this stuff." This. Can you instead of drinking the nice water, they want to, just turn this feces into sludge, which is they call sludge, into drinkable stuff, and they put it in our crops, and we eat this.
Where will this end?
Yeah. You don't understand?
Where will this end?
Oh, well, yeah. It ends with Krishna, taking shelter of Krishna's pure name, the purity of the name, the pastimes, the qualities. It's the only thing that's really pure in this world is God. That's why even Jesus, his pastimes, they purify people because the Lord and his servants are real. There's nothing else real in this world. Everybody is taking shelter of what is illusions. They hear, they're like dreams, fantasies. They come and they go, and they just phantoms. Literally. So this is like the phantom zone, like they have in the thing. Yeah. The only thing real is the Lord and his devotees and his names and all of that. Okay. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Everything else is, coming and going. This because, and we're soul. We're related to what is eternal. See, so that's the thing. That's our relation with the eternal, not to this stuff. Why people's, Their minds are filled with things that are coming and go, phantoms, fantasies, fantasies of being a controller. They're like dreams, like a trying to, it's just everything's kind of twisted here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. See, and being in Krishna's name, then you can see that. Otherwise, you can't see it. Okay? The deeper we're in the name, the deeper we can see how it's like you rise above the illusion, and then you can see that because we're here. We're looking. We're like living in two worlds per se. So the Lord is lifting us to His eternal world, and then you can see. You look over here because it's right before it. We're in our bodies. We're having an experience here. And then you can see that also. You can see, wow, that's a big illusion. Why are they doing that? See, because they don't know this. You need to understand this, and then you can understand what's below it. You can understand even this Brahman level. You understand everything. That's why the Lord made this the way, chanting. So we can understand what He is on all levels. How He works in this world even. And these other people, they're just under it. See, under the hypnotism, the illusion. Hare Krishna, Krishna. That's why anybody watching this video, if you're new, come here and you can rise above fear. If you have any fear, you'll naturally be in fear. When you don't have connection with eternal truth, because there's no shelter here. This shelter is fearful. You're afraid of death. You identify with the body. If this body dies, I'm going to die. See? So you lift up to the soul level. I'm spirit soul. I'm a spirit. I'm related to the eternal Lord. I'm eternal. That's I am. I am eternal, because that's the truth. You are. Can you realize that? Chant with us. You realize that. You get purified to realize that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama. And then if you could see the gurus, they're not getting. Sorry to interrupt all this, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just inspired to do it.
It's okay.
Yeah. If you see the gurus going, see for these things and not giving the intelligence right, it's because they're not getting over the offenses to the name. So, and therefore their followers can't get over it. Therefore they stay under the illusion and more or less under it. See, because they can't be lifted above it to see what others see because of offenses, to the name and to real Vaishnavas and all that. Offenses to, like here we're preaching, we're here to liberate as many devotees who can understand what we're doing. We're here to take them out. And it's offensive to stop this. It's offensive to the Prabhupada they're worshiping to stop what we're doing, because we're here to take people out that have faith in Krishna first. See? Can you see the offense? The offense is going against the will of God. This is the will of Prabhupada. The will of Krishna is to offer a way out quickly. And that's here. And to go against that, that's offensive. And why? That's why, Lord Chaitanya said, we read this in Chaitanya Bhagavat, those who are against the Murari Guptas, which are just ecstatic devotees, they can chant the holy name and it doesn't, all it does is destroy them. But that's part of their liberation. They begin to learn, like, why am I against what's actually good for me? Ultimately you realize that, because this increases, and their strength, this strength increases, and that's whatever they got decreases, is decreased. See? And then they say, oh, this is weakening me going against. See, I can't fight the truth. See, then eventually surrender. So people, whatever way you learn, some people come here and they just go right into it. Yeah, I feel it, and and that's great. Some people have to fight against it and get weakened by that. And that's good. Either way, the Lord's going to get you. It's like in Las Vegas, the house is against you. He's the house. You're going to lose. But there in Maya, you lose for your detriment. And here you lose for your benefit. You realize, hey man, surrender to the transcendental potency. It's here, it's available, it's Kali Yuga, it's easily given. Surrender to it. Your lifespan will increase or automatically. Look how our lifespan increased. The Lord gives us the knowledge to do it. These people are out there taking the shot and decreasing their lifespan. The Lord is showing us that, hey man, that's ridiculous. I don't need it. Just give me this. Let me overcome that fear.
But the reason.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
The reason why they are against it is because they have materialized. They are not ecstatic enough to see that this is the real deal, to recognize those symptoms. Yeah. That's the circle. Yeah. It's a vicious circle.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is part of Sadhu Sangha. We discuss and we, get realizations and discuss them because the Lord wants to help us and everybody else. That's why you have to get the shelter of those who have the shelter of the Lord, the transcendental Lord, because everybody's taking shelter. They're taking shelter of these gurus in ISKCON, right? People are taking shelter. You're always about taking shelter. If say you're not even religious, you're taking shelter of the politicians, right? You believe in CDC. We're naturally built to take shelter of authority. But what authority? Is the question. People don't know. They think, this is like in religion. See, they think, well, we're supposed to follow. Even the Christians and the Vaishnavas are falling prey to this one. Well, we just got to follow the government. They say take a shot. That's good for us. We do it because see, Prabhupada said to follow your authority, or Jesus said follow the authority. See, they cannot critically think about time, place, and circumstance and what that is in regards to. See, and so and so the Lord gives the intelligence to know, just like what was it, Peter? He was up to preach to the authorities in the church, and people usually would say, "Oh, you follow the authorities," and so the authorities said, "By the way, you can't talk about Jesus," and that's where they, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, we got to do that. We're here to obey God." See, so they got the realization that Jesus was meant to be preached, and what are you telling us? No. We obey God above even man. See, because this is the will of the Lord, is to preach the truth and liberate people. Okay, so they understood that. See, because God informed them inside, and it's so that's how it works. And so you need to take shelter. Those who are first informed by the Lord, take shelter of their word, take shelter of their advice. Just like that Bible verse. Blessed are those who don't stand in the counsel of the wicked. See, the counsel of the wicked is up now. See, who's standing? Who's standing in that counsel? Who's going to those advisors? See, well, many Vaishnavas, many Christians are, because they're standing in the counsel of the wicked. Okay, so, but you need the other part of the verse. If you stand in the counsel of those who are in the counsel of the Lord, we have the living God in us, man. He's alive. You're showing God to the world, man. This is the Lord. He's very ecstatic, raging ecstatic, man, very blissful, very knowledgeable. He has the perfect knowledge. All that's being shared in the world because we're mediums, becoming mediums, hollowed out by this ecstatic worship. See? So whoever comes and stands in this counsel will have the right counsel. Your lifespan will increase into eternal lifespan, actually. Even your physical lifespan will increase. I've seen it already. People are become healthier here. Lolita probably be dead by now, with all that drugs they were pumping into her, right? All those things they used to do. Man, this is, and all that burnout stuff and all that. Boy, man, we came just in the nick of time, didn't we?
This, I said it in one of my videos. This nerve pain in my face
Nerve pain, yeah.
was 80% of my days, and now maybe
Yeah.
10.
Oh,
So
see, it's diminishing. Yeah, the Lord is.
yeah.
Yeah, and we just got to say that's the way bhakti is. It makes it, it could be a lot worse in everything, but it's diminished, and ultimately it's relieved. Yeah. Let's see. They materialize, realize. Yeah, realize. We have realize. Yeah, realization. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. This is the life. Yeah. Yeah. While we have life, use it for this. I noticed towards it, they have so many chemtrails going on here. I think it's affecting my body. I get so tired in the end of the day, I can't even practically move. And so I just go to sleep now. I don't care what time, I just can't. At the end of the day, I am useless now because I breathe in all this shit.
Yeah,
God knows.
your lungs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I just the mood, I said I just went to sleep at like 7 o'clock. So I can't do anything. Better to sleep and get the energy so I can chant in the morning. Because if you can't chant and do devotional act, what's the point? That's what I did, and I woke up better, at least because I feel I get a good sleep. Oh, and it's another thing. I was so tired that I get insomnia at the same time. This is this shit they're putting. It got to be this stuff in the atmosphere. This has never been my life. There's only now they're really amping up. I seen crisscrossing chemtrails all over the place, and the stuff is coming right over. You see the haze. It's coming. We're breathing all that in. Anyway, I'm not. It's not a thing of fear or anything. It's just kind of awareness. Like okay, that's what's going on. Yeah. So I had to even take one of these Valerian root things, and so I slept. Instead of being sitting there, I'm tired and insomnia because of this crapola I'm breathing in or whatever it is. Yeah, and it worked.
Not staying there?
Huh?
You're not going to stay there then?
Doesn't matter. It's everywhere here. You can't get away from it. They're just crisscrossing everywhere. It's just like they're just fumigating the whole planet. They're fumigating everything here in the West, dumbing people down with this. It is what it is. I just feel blessed every day. I get up and we can chant, and feel Krishna's blessings and speak about the truth, and share the truth with people. Hey, man, this is the message to the world. Come here, stand in the counsel of those who have the counsel of the Lord. Your lifespan will increase. You'll overcome fear. You won't be afraid. I won't have to look in your eyes out there, people with the mask with fear in their eyes, afraid of you, afraid of everything. Have you noticed that out there when you look in people's faces with the mask? Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, they're just very fearful.
Yeah.
Unless they're just doing it for just to get by, like going in a store or something, and they know they have their nose. They usually have their nose. They can breathe.
I don't see people with masks.
You
Don't
don't
go to the city. I stay in the mountains.
stay in the mountains. Yeah, that's the best thing. Yeah. The vibe of the cities is really getting weird. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama. How you doing, River? How's it going over there? I don't hear you. I think you're unmuted.
Because that virus that I had, just a normal virus that has gone. I feel a lot better now. So many things have been happening, Krishna, and I haven't been able to do anything about it. I can only, because it's so much, you can only put my trust in Krishna.
Yeah.
He's teaching me to put my trust in Krishna, instead of trying to figure it out for myself. Because right now I don't know what to do, and there's so many things that happen sometimes. I start crying, and then put my trust in Krishna, and it's kind of teaching me not to use my contaminated mind and allow him to. That's what's happening at the moment. I asked you a question, Maharaj, that isn't it, and I think I know the answer, but anyway, if we focus on the chemtrails, doesn't that make it bigger?
Yeah, I don't. Sachi kind of said the same thing. I don't know. Maybe some devotees are a little more emotionally plugged in to these things. I don't know. I just kind of look as kind of interesting and kind of like at least an awareness thing that how I can deal emotionally. I don't. It doesn't become bigger or anything for me because I don't. It's kind of neutral on the whole thing in that way. But for you, I don't know, for individuals here, it depends if something bad, if you identify with it and it becomes, a fearful emotional thing or something, well, then maybe you shouldn't think about it. I don't know. It's just individual.
Because really, these chemtrails have been going on for at least 15, 20 years. Now it's a lot more. It's a lot more. And we've been walking around in them without realizing what they are.
Yeah.
No, so if we don't actually know about them, does that keep us safe? Because we have been walking around.
No, I don't think that's that's like saying, well, let's be unaware and let the world do what it's doing. I see people doing that. They're walking around, and does that keep them safe? No, they're they're wearing their mask and walking around, and they don't totally unaware what's going on. No, I don't think that's good at all, because they're just. I mean, maybe. Okay, you just do with the Maya, you're just in that flow there, and then you just wherever you go is you go. But they're still in fear. Most people, they're always, that's why they do that stuff. I don't think it's good. I think it's good to know. I mean, but then it just, a lot of it is just your personal development. How much do you identify with your body? To me, it's like, oh yeah, I can go to sleep. Okay, I can't do anything, instead of being why am I feeling like this? Why am I? And I just see the crisscrossing of the chemtrails and the haze all over there, and I'm breathing that shit in. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so what can I do? I took a valerian root and went to sleep, and then I woke up with energy. So that's how it is for me. How it is for you is it depends,
Well, you say, like this body has been sick from the age of 15. You can imagine how many drugs and things they've pumped into me over the last 30 years, and I'm under the chemtrails. We have all of these things that pump out radiation, so much stuff, and I'm still alive. I really can't believe that I'm still alive. With all the stuff the things that they say, if you're vulnerable. I had this virus that I don't know what kind of virus it was. But it made me get out a lot of anger. Pushed out a lot of anger. And I see it like that Krishna has put this in my way. It just happens to be a virus, and everybody's going crazy about this virus. But I know the truth about it. And I think because of that, It brought
Yeah.
out my false ego,
Yeah.
because my false ego wanted to believe that it was a COVID virus.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wanted to believe that, but it wasn't. It wasn't that. And so
Yeah.
it does affect you what you believe as well, doesn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Obviously, because that's your experience. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really.
Definitely.
I just think people. You talk. I think,
Yeah.
my God, I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I should be
Well,
here.
that none of us
Really.
probably should be here. What they've been, we've been vaccinated. We have these chemtrails over us. Our food's putting poison. Our water's poison. But that's how the body is bouncing back the best it can. You know,
Flipping
it's
out.
just,
Yeah.
that's why they keep doing it. It's relentless. They try to kill us this way, that way, all this way. Lucifer, that Luciferian thing is it hates humanity. It's a hatred, and that's what it does. It hates mankind. And, and so that's why the body, the Lord, it's God, it's just very powerful, resilient immune system. That's why killing people, trying to kill people. Can you imagine this thing? It's like so ridiculous. It's not even logical. The Lord gives people, if you come here, you're not standing in the council of wicked. You'll see things as they are, man. You see things, you think, hey, man, this isn't logical. They're pushing shots in the to immune system, and they still have these McDonald's and people going and eating all this fast food, all this junk food. They're like way obese, man, and just eat sugars and all kinds of crap, and don't even think, and they put it in the store shelves everywhere and processed everything, and people just gobbling it up, and they don't put any emphasis on your immune system or eating the right things. They don't teach anything about that much, but they say, oh yeah, here, take the fast shot, take the drugs, take all that stuff. If you're in the council of wicked, you believe in that stuff. You believe, oh yeah. Can you imagine people? Oh yeah, you see, here's my immunity passport. Okay, here's my immunity passport. You see, I've been immunized, and a big person with immunity. See, a big fat slob eating junk food and all that. You see, I'm immunized. Oh bullshit, you are. How this is a fake, man. It's just this centralized government crazy ideas. Everything is individual. What a person that has an immunity passport is somebody that takes care of themselves. Has vitamin D and zincs and all these magnesiums in their body and everything to keep their immune system healthy like this. I mean, that's your vaccine passport, not this stupid thing, gene therapy test experimental thing that they don't even know what's going to, well, maybe they do know, because it's already taken people out. See, people believe in, they can't even, they're dumbed down probably from all this shit they've been doing to them for years. And the televisions, let us tell you a vision. Here, this is your vision. Fear. Here's your God, fear, the God of fear, Lucifer. We're in the tube, man. That kind of stuff, people believing in things that are not meant to be believed. See, that's why we got to hear, we have to have a God of a fearless God, a bold God, a truthful God, an intelligent God, a logical God. See, wherever you can find more, the best of that, that's where to be, man. That's, make that your God, man. Where a supreme intelligence is coming, that's more supreme. I mean, just common sense. Be where intelligent people really are. People in this Maya are going where people are unintelligent. They're going to people, they're doing stupid things. See, here we got Bhagavatam behind us. We got the scripture. We got the real essence of the Bible and the scriptures behind us. They're going, they're doing the opposite. Everything is inverted. You're going against the Bhagavatam truth. The truth says people will be worshipped just because they got a lot of money. I'll do what Bill Gates says because he has a lot of money. You're doing the wrong thing, man. That's the wrong standard. The same thing in religion. I'll go to this guru because he's on the checklist. You're doing the wrong thing. That's the wrong standard. No, you got to find those who are Bhakti Vedantas. They have Vedanta revelation on the scriptures because of pure love of God. See, that's the counsel we get here. See, that's why we're blessed here. I'm blessed. You're blessed. We're standing and not in the council of the wicked. We're not even standing in the council of the good, materially good, the demigods. I'm not standing in the council of the speculative demigods. I'm standing in the council of self-realized souls, and that is wonderful. Man, that's what people need. See? And that's why the Lord has one person standing in that council, and then others stand in that council, and then you have the right council. Then you have a real democracy, man. We're all standing in the council. They've had that in the early Christians. People were getting the Holy Spirit, and they were coming into their gifts, and they stood in that council, man, and they could help each other. Truly, the Lord works together in that kind of democracy. That's when Vrindavan was like that. They would be together and discuss things, but they were all related to the Lord, the transcendental Lord, and protected. See, they get proper counsel. People are not getting proper counsel here. They're standing in the council of hypocrites, and that includes religion. That's why Krishna says, abandon religion. Take shelter of the truth. The truth, right? Ecstasy, ecstatic worship, and the revelations that come from that are backed by the scriptures, the essence of scriptures. That's solid, man. Substantial. Okay? You can nest in that. You can rest in that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm finding. That's great, man.
Coming here gives me shelter.
Yeah.
Just when you're sick, when the body is sick and you can't do anything, and you listen to the classes.
Yeah.
It gave me shelter at a time that I really needed it.
Yeah.
It really did, because the virus did knock me out actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
I've lost so much weight.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
it's all for you. Everything is for you now. Even though it's the testing and everything, it's for your development. The Lord uses everything. And instead of it just, otherwise people, they're sick because of what's going on with the Maya, and they're standing in that council. They get more sick, and then they die, and then they come back again. They don't have this knowledge, man. This knowledge is fantastic. This ecstasy is fantastic. What's going on here is the most fantastic thing I've seen.
Completely
it's
addicted.
wonderful.
Can't go anywhere else.
Why would you? Why go to a place that's less? Why go? Look at these people standing in the council of Fauci and Bill. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. Lord shows me, gives me intelligence. Like, why would I listen to bullshitters and liars like this? Why would I listen to the mainstream media? I listen a little bit and to see what they're doing. I said, how stupid is that? Look, they're pumping out fear messages and all, and people believe this bullshit. I'm protected from all of that. That's why I tell the world, you want to be protected from all this lies? That's the Lord's Maya. Man, you take shelter of the truth, and then you can get shelter from that. People are they're going by the wayside, man. I got the guys are, one guy was picking up papers and a mode of goodness type thing around. Let me go a virtue signaling. He said, you see me, I pick up papers around the campsite, and he's going around doing all that. And the chemtrails are just like doing I said, a lot of good that's going to fucking do. Jeez. You're sweating the small stuff. You don't even know the bigger picture. And he has no idea what's going on in the world now, because, that ain't strong enough to go and pick up the papers and save the whales and do feminism stuff. All that is external and superficial. All of it. One lady, on Eric's thing, or man, it was a man, he was in, oh, Eric, you shouldn't get into politics, and I don't believe in politics and everything. And the person's completely succumbed to politics himself. He's sitting there standing up for against the hate. I don't like Asian hate or black hate and all this stuff. See, it's all mode of goodness, and it's all being used by demons to control people and politicians. See, under the influence, you can't get out of it. Nothing's strong enough, but something like this.
It's true. That's absolute truth.
Yeah. Everything is super. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The only way I would have coped with this because there was so much, is to keep hearing you, keep talking to the devotees, keep staying in this environment and get through it, because it was very, very intense. And but it got a lot of my suppressed emotions out.
Yeah.
So I suppose Krishna used it for me to get this anger out and lots of things.
Yeah.
And it has opened up more room for Krishna, and it's not enough.
Yeah.
I hate that, because
Yeah.
I think if it was enough, we wouldn't be eager for it. So we
Yeah.
always want more. We always want more.
Of course.
Always want
Yeah.
more. It keeps
Yeah,
you
you
going.
thought
towards Krishna.
before it was a bad thing. I thought no, it's just a natural thing. We
You
always
can't
want
see
more.
it very much.
Yeah,
You really
I
can't
know.
see it as a good
Yeah.
thing until after you. Well, for me at the moment, after I come out of it,
Yeah.
then you start to see it, because you but when I'm in this kind of stuff, it's just acting like a child, really.
Yeah.
You know, you complain, you cry, and it's hurting, and you just want somebody to fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's taught me things. The main thing, like I said, is kind of seeing my pattern, my path, where Krishna's teaching me things, where I'm still trying to hold on to things. He's not letting me hold on to them, and he can take over. And I see that now at the moment, that he's doing that, so I can get rid of all of these attachments that I still have, that I can't see all the time, but they act out. And so you can see what Krishna's doing, and I can allow him to do it. After maybe I've screamed and cried for a little while, but not that long, not that long. And then all you can resort to is you do it, Krishna. You sort it out. So that is what has happened. And for me, you did say it to me one time, a long time, and it's true. I seem to want to learn the hard way, but I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I don't need to anymore, because there's so much now, truth in, and how I'd have trust in the devotees. Lolita helped me through this. I mean, Ivo called me today to say, how are you feeling? Are you getting more ecstasy again? And it was really nice that he phoned me for a few minutes, and we could ask him about him as well. So, and that's great to build relationships with people who are in absolute truth, because then other people don't understand. And they just give you material advice. But to get through it, I mean, I'm not through it yet. There may be some more things happening. I have Karuna here. He's been so supportive, and he's going through his own stuff. He's, really, which is kind of sometimes a bit saddening to see it for myself. But it's going okay. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's, everybody is, this is the walk. Everybody has got to walk the way they do. And I look at the Christian examples too, of people walking with Christ sincerely too. And they go through shit, man, and it's just kind of how it is, but it does get better. Some of the most amazing Christian empowered preachers, they went through hell, man. They were, really purified. This one guy, his voice, I forgot his name. What was his name? In the 1800s, he was a powerful preacher, this guy. And he was so dedicated. He just very, just very close to God. But man, he went through a dark night of the soul, like that kind of stuff that you're going through. But then when he was out of it, boy, they could hear his voice. Even Ben Franklin said, I don't believe it, that this guy could be heard from a mile away.
Wow.
And he did. And so Franklin went to listen. He went a mile away from his preaching. He said, damned if it is. The guy is, I hear him. It was like a miracle. The voices of empowered devotees is very loud.
Lolita, I remember when Krishna was in Turkey one time, he was so far away from her, you could still hear Lolita.
Yeah. It's the Lord, because the Lord is in there, and he's it's like here, I have to find, I try to find places where there's nobody around, because I start to get going. There's the bush comes out really loud.
It does make me like, I want to be there, seeing you, in the outback all the time and not in the cities. And we're in the city all the time. I want to be there. So that gets stuff out of me. That purifies me. But it's. I know when the false ego is, I can't hear you. In fact, the
Yeah.
false ego doesn't want me to hear you,
Yeah. Of course
and
not. Yeah.
it doesn't want me. So I have to stay in this potency
Yeah.
to realize the false ego, what it's doing, and it is
Yeah.
clearer because you can see it yourself. And
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
Maharaj, thank you. You know, I am really grateful.
Yeah.
But the false ego is bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
No, I mean this
yeah,
is a place so people can work these things out. You have the
yeah,
support of the members. This is very
yeah.
rare because the
So,
the Vaishnavas really don't have much of this. They don't because they can't. They don't have this potency yet. So what they do is they try and like sometimes they have these mode of goodness type of groups in the ISKCON,
yeah.
that try to help people, but it's still kind of like psychologists, and they can't really do this kind. This is very deep. This cuts to the core. This
Oh yes,
roots it out.
really deep. Yeah, really, really deep.
Yeah,
Going through all of these things has made me realize this. It's Krishna's strength. And because I can't do it. It's very
no,
difficult without him and
yeah,
without the potency. But hearing you, it gets you through if you carry on listening.
yeah. I mean, none
And
of
you
us can do this. Is the secret? Is how to have the Lord work within us. It's like codependency. The Lord is dependent on his devotee to preach, and the devotee is dependent on the Lord to preach. See, this is a very intimate, a very reciprocal, very relationship type thing. This is otherwise this potency can't work in the world. That's why this ecstasy is very important, because it hollows us out so the Lord can work and give us this communication. It gets that false ego identifications out, and then the Lord works through us in a very wonderful way.
Yeah, it's true. And the more it happens, the more you realize it. Really understanding his pure love. That's the most wonderful thing, because I really didn't get what love was. But pure love.
Pure love.
Pure love. Yeah, that is just that's just wonderful. Like my mother.
It's
I was just
spontaneous,
going to
and
say,
it's.
Maharaj. Sorry, you carry on.
No, you
Shall I
carry
go?
on. You carry on.
Okay. Like my mother's, she's been in my life all my life. Her love has been so strong for me, and I didn't want to get close to her because I knew she'd go away and it would tear me apart. But pure love, the love that pure love, we've got closer. My mum actually hears me. She knows what I'm talking about, and she tells me my mistakes. She tells me when I'm in Maya, and instead of being in God's love, pure love, and without my mum as well, helping to more than just trying to keep my body safe, more than that, listening to me and allow me to be horrible, allow me to spit at her, and then just completely forgiving me the next moment, that kind of stuff. That has really helped me. Yeah, it really has, and I really appreciate her love. And this is all I can do for her, really, is to carry on doing this path. She loves it.
That's great.
It's like she really understands it. My dad, my father, he's a bit, but anyway, that's where he is. It doesn't matter. But with my mum, she's the one person I've been able to speak like this to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. You're lucky to have a family like that. It seems like even your father kind of likes me, likes what I do, and or he did.
He loves people. My father loves people. But yeah, even now. So it's brought a lot of, my mother. I appreciate her so much. I mean, I know Krishna is doing things, but she's kept me alive as well, to be able to be here. Really, every time I've been really, really sick, and it's been many times over the 30 years, she's just sorted me out and brought me back to a place, where I was going back into Maya, but she kept me alive now, where I'm coming here all the time and being with the Lord.
Yeah, made it successful.
Yeah. It's just sometimes because I've been so used to it, going back into the knowledge at the hospital. they can scare you again if you go back into that, because you're listening to these people. But now I do what I want. I said to them the other day, I don't want to hear anything negative. And they say they have to tell you. I guess I'm leaving the room if you start telling me negative things. And I said, Kruna will listen to them. And he listened to them because they have to tell you because it's part of their job.
Yeah.
I says, I'm never doing it ever again. I'm just going to do what Krishna wants me to do. I don't want your words in me, you know, and it was really, really nice.
That's great. Yeah. You don't want those words.
I don't want those words. And the thing is, I never wore a mask in hospital. I never wore a mask, and going to the hospital, I'd have it around my neck sometimes. You know, it might make them feel a little bit better. But if your energy is strong, they don't even tell me to put it back up, put it on. They don't tell me to put it on. I don't wear it at all. Even now, after I had this virus, which was supposedly that virus that they talk about, I just don't wear it, but I'm empowered by your words of not wearing it.
Yeah.
I'm not surrendering to them. And it's getting better.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, you know what I found out? There's this thing, this doctor that came out, not one of these doctors paid off guys, but you know, there's a certain, we need a certain amount of sun because of these viruses coming in, whatever it is. Certain amount of sun and a lot of people don't get it during the winter time. See, and it's in where, especially in where you guys are at. There's I think it depends on where you are. You're probably in that place where you're not getting enough during the winter of this sunlight for the vitamin D. So you need to supplement that, especially if you're a vegetarian.
Yeah, I've got yours here, Maharaj, that you left. I've got your vitamin D here that you left.
Oh, really? Yeah. So yeah, there's vitamin D, magnesium, and oh, good. Yeah, vitamin D, magnesium, and zinc. So make sure you take those because you guys, turkey's better, I think, because you're in a certain more sun there. That's probably why you naturally want to be there, because So take those, especially during the winter, because people may get these things, and they don't tell you that at the hospital. They just want you to get the shot, and part of their program.
Maharaj, can I ask you this question? Because a couple of days ago, my face is really dark. I sat in the sun all day nearly. It was so hot. It was 23 for us. 23 degrees is really, really hot.
Yeah.
So and the days that there is sun, I'm taking in this vitamin D from the sun. Doesn't the body? And I don't know. It might be a silly question. Doesn't the body store it for the winter?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. So ask a doctor.
Still got to keep having that.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Okay, let's chant a little bit. Let's chant a little bit now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. This kind of chanting. Party chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama. Where's Christina? She should come up. It's been a few days. Where's she been? Huh? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Jesus, Jesus, Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Krishna, you're so awesome, man. Lift us above the modes of nature so easily. Your name is all powerful. Yeah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Oh, my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. What a glorious name. Thank you for leaving us that name, Lord. This is amazing. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So we'll read how about from Chaitanya Mangal? Try some of that out here. Oh, okay. All right. Keshava Bharati's. Well, actually, let's go back to the other chapter first. The crushing effect of Lord Chaitanya's departure. Isn't that a crushing effect? Do you ever feel in separation like, where is God? Where is it? It's crushing. It's like, it's like being crushed.
Once.
Yeah. Only once for her.
You were there. You were there.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was the first and the last time, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Krishna's so attractive to Lalita Ganga. He doesn't want to leave her. It's too much bhakti, man. Can't go away from the flower that smells all the time.
I was even forgotten. I forgot that incident. But Karuna reminded me yesterday of it.
Yeah.
I said, oh, yeah. Oh, that was so awful.
Yeah. It's awful. It's nuts. Okay, so Gauranga woke early in the morning and performed his Brahminical duties. His mind was set. He would take sannyas. Oops. His mind was set. He would take sannyas. Nimai Pandit would go to Kantaka Nagara and take sannyas from the illustrious Keshava Bharati Goswami. The Lord began his journey by swimming across the Ganges. Hearing his sudden departure, the people of Nadia felt as though they had been hit on the head by a bolt of lightning. It seemed that the sun was no longer shining in the daytime. See, Lord Chaitanya is like the sun that shines in the daytime. See, it's quite an experience. We've got 2 sons now. See, one is the sons of God. Those are the devotees. They're the sons of God. And then you got the sun. So we can see where we're going here in the world, in the bodily level. But we need the spiritual level. We need those sons. You notice? These sons, you pick up the scriptures and you've got the sons of God, man. They're written by devotees, those who are the bright illuminaries in this sky of the material universe and world. And then we got the illumination of the sons of God, man. You got these prophets in their scriptures writing songs and psalms and everything, just giving our spirit the sun. It needs that sun, you notice? Otherwise, if we don't have that sun, we get vitamin S soul deficient, vitamin S deficient. Yeah, need that sun, man. Yeah, the sons of God, man. That's all the devotees, man, who write these scriptures, and the devotees who speak these scriptures, the saints. Why? Because they're empowered. They have the saint within them. That's the true saint is the Lord himself, man. Makes everything saintly. Purifies everything. He's a purifier. He's the cleaner, man. Great cleaner, man. Collects the most dust. It seemed like the sun was no longer shining in the daytime. See, it's true, it wasn't. And the peaceful swans had abandoned their lake homes. Peaceful swans had abandoned their lake homes. The life airs seemed to vanish from the bodies of the devotees. See, people only live, if you just live on the life airs, keep the body going, that just so you can breathe and all that. That ain't enough. We need the life air. See, the life air, the true life air, the ecstatic breath. You need that air. Air things out. Otherwise it gets stagnant. All living creatures in Navadvip felt as though they are being crushed by a mountain of miseries. See, this is the world. See, the Lord is not only departed, he hasn't been, in their lives who knows how long. See, so miseries are there. Material miseries of the body, the mind. See, body, mind, emotions. See, this is all because of the departure of the Lord. The Lord, he's in this world and we're all in him. No, we're all in him, but he's not in us. He has to be reawakened. Otherwise, our miseries are always there. The threefold miseries, everybody got them. Even in the mode of goodness, there's some misery. Okay? This is why we need to transcend, man. We need the Lord to diminish these threefold miseries in our lives. And he does, right? He lifts us above the Maya, lifts us above the material emotional problems, mind problems. Okay, so the secret is just to keep resorting to Krishna no matter what. Keep trusting in Krishna, keep trusting in the Lord, enduring our, conditioning for so many lifetimes. That's all. By and by, we surpass it. Everyone lamented pitifully in separation from Lord Gauranga. Sachi Devi, Vishnupriya, and the intimate family of the Lord lie on the ground unconscious, their limbs dangling loosely. Placing Vishnupriya on her lap, Sachi Devi wept bitterly. Their bodies existed, but their lives were gone. They were simply lay on the ground and cried. See, this is an ecstatic symptom, man. That dances on the happiness of the demigods. This is why this mystery is very rarely revealed. People think, oh, that's like my suffering, when I feel the departure of my child or the departure of my husband or my wife. I feel like that, and that's where it's terrible. Yeah, no, but once that's the only thing that brings the Lord back to you internally, and it's very blissful and ecstatic. Yeah. See, this is why these devotees, they have to come here. They have to show us. They have to show us what's real. See, and teach about it. You see how important it is. If you just see these people laying on the ground, you think, why would I want to follow them? They're this person just leaves, and look at them. Why do I want to be attached to somebody like that? That's miserable, because when I'm attached to my children and they die or they leave me, I'm miserable. Why would I want that misery? Well, because it's transcendental. Because if you don't have that transcendental misery that's so ecstatic and wonderful, then you're going to have this misery in this world. You're going to get attached naturally, because we're naturally wives. We're wives of our children, wives of our husbands, wives of our gurus, right? We're attached. Okay? Wives of Bill Gates and the politicians and the CDC. Why? Because we're attached to their word. Okay? So better to be the wife of Lord Chaitanya, okay, in some relationship, and then be blissful forever. Be attached there, because he's transcendental persons. Why be attached to what's mundane? Okay? Okay, so how do we counteract that attachment? Simply by sadhu sangha, being around devotees here. We're attached to the Lord. You can see this is, you want to find the real path out there? Everybody in the world or in religion or wherever you are, look for those who are attached to this transcendental Lord, attached to his name, his pastimes, his qualities, his truths. Okay? That's how you'll overcome the world, overcome your mind, overcome your material emotions that jerk you around, make you moody, make you mundane, make you somebody people can't be around very long. See? You want to be around people with spiritual emotions, at least until the false ego kicks in, and then it's, let me get out of here, it's getting too hot. Well, that's just part of the trip, part of the ride. Nimai, Nimai, wailed Sachi Devi, seeing darkness in all directions. She said, how can I exist in this darkness? That's just the truth. Isn't that? Seeing darkness, when you don't have that second sun, that's all you see is darkness all about you. Even though the sun is there, you think you're in the light. And you don't understand Isaiah when he said, be careful, you don't accept the darkness as the light. Even the sun is darkness to the devotee. A devotee, what is daytime for the devotees is late at night when everybody's asleep. Okay? And what is the day for people of the world is like night, because all they see people running around in the darkness of illusion. This is how it is, man. Okay? See, Sachi Devi, and see that in separation shows you that's ecstatic, man, because she's seeing God. This is the great mystic potency of the Lord. That's proof. All she saw was darkness around her. That's the truth. There's only darkness in this world without the light of God in us, the devotional spirit. It's only darkness. That's why people are doing this. Why are people putting masks on, 2 masks, and breathing out in the fresh air? Simply because because of the darkness. They're accepting darkness as light. They're accepting lies as truth. This is how you know the world is taken over by Maya, the illusion, big time. Not even the mode of goodness. People who used to follow good people and all that, well, that's being turned around, and now they're following demons. See? So that's just the truth. Without, in separation, she sees darkness everywhere. And when the Lord is with her, there's the light is everywhere, because you see the two sons. You see, well, the Son is here, and then the Son of God is here. The sons of God. I say sons. You got many sons of God. The sons are those who have that living God in them, man. And they are here, and you see them, you see the truth, man. You hear the truth. You see, hear, and can feel the way, man. The way is this ecstatic worship that they've got. That's their jewels. See, that's their family jewels. So you want to become part of that family? You got to be impregnated by their word, man. And then you get Krishna born in you, and you start crying because the Lord is born in you, and you cry a lot, man, because Krishna cries a lot. Puts out the fire of material existence. Oh, my son has left me in such a miserable state. How can you be miserable when you're attached to the Supreme Lord? Even the misery is transcendental. Oh, where has my Nimai gone? Oh, where has my Nimai gone? Leaving me alone without a son. See, these are relishing mellows. The Lord was doing that too. Oh, where has my Krishna gone? Leave me alone. See, this is mellows. See, if you're not feeling like that, man, then you're not relishing the mellows. Oh, leaving me alone without a son. See, without a son. Isn't that fun? Play on words. Because that's the son. Who will bring him back to me? See again, who? It's a who will bring him back to me. I think today, Rupa Goswami. I think today, Lochan Das Goswami will bring him back to me. See? Or St. John, or Paul. Because the devotees, they bring us back the Lord, don't they? Why are we chanting these mantras, these names, these pastimes? So the Lord will come back to us. Who will bring him back? I think today, Lochan Das will bring the Lord back to us. Now no one will call me mother. Even Yamaraj, the Lord of Death, has forgotten me. My house seems to swallow me up, and the advice of my relative sounds like poison. See? Because it is. She's just speaking the truth. The advice of relatives of people in the world is poison. They stand naturally in the council of the wicked, unless they're devotees. See? Unless they have some relationship with the Lord. See, then you're standing in the council of the wise. See? True wisdom is the relation, wise domain. See, wisdom is better than even knowledge. You can have some knowledge, but still not wisdom. Wise domain. See, wise domain is a relationship with Krishna actualized in the world, where you feel that Lord in your life and you know how to draw on that relationship. That's wisdom. See, this is wise domain. See, you have the dominion of the true wisdom, which is the Lord's wisdom, and dominion over this world. See, blessed are the meek, they shall inherit the earth. I think that's the way it goes. Inherit the wise dominion. See, inherit the earth. See, it's their inheritance in that sense. You get wise domain here. See? The Lord actually puts that in the hands of the Vaishnavas, real dominion. Anybody who goes there will have domain over the earth. The earth is the modes of nature and all that stuff influencing you. You have dominion over that. Dominion over the flesh in that way. See, the Lord dominates over you, which dominates over the flesh. That's the way it's supposed to be. See, and the Vaishnava is the mouthpiece of the Lord's wisdom, the mouthpiece of the Lord's knowledge, just like the books are. They're written by those kind of persons. I love this. I love the truth. Do you guys love the truth also? Isn't this life, man? Isn't this sight for the blind? Isn't it for our blindness? We put on the salve of sight, the balm that blows up the illusion. The balm, it's cooling, man, but blows up the illusion. Nimai, Nimai, Sachi, seeing darkness in all directions. She said, how can I exist in this darkness? Okay? Only with the second sun, then we can exist, right? Without the Lord, how can we exist? Without ecstatic worship, there's no real existence. You're just in the darkness. With ecstatic devotion, you can see the darkness is out there, but it doesn't affect you. This is where compassion is. You see, people are in the darkness. Let me help them. Let me give them good advice. If anybody will take it, they'll be blessed. Let us create some witnesses here in the witness program so people could see, look, they've taken this advice and it's not ill. People are getting better. Look at Lalita Ganga. She's getting better. Hey, Rivers testimony, she's getting better. Hey, this is this is light. This is it. This is truth. My house seems to swallow me up. Yeah, and people are swallowed up by their houses. They're swallowed up by household life. Okay? But you're not swallowed up when you have the sons of God in your life. This is why we have even householders. They're not swallowed up because they have the sons of the second son in their life, not just that one son that doesn't reveal the darkness of this world. It's not bright enough, is it? You need the second sons, man. That's the real scriptures, man. That's the Son of the Lord living in you, the birth of Krishna, the Christ. The Christ was born amongst beasts. That's the beast in us. The Lord's given itself, regardless of all these beasts in us. You just believe in the sons of God, man, especially if you find a living son who reveals the other sons to you. This is the secret, man. If you can recognize the living sons of God in this world, they'll help you see the sons of God in these transcendental scriptures and books, where they'll be just as bright as the devotees are here. Okay. This is what you get. See? Because God awakens in you like they're in those sons that are here to awaken others in this world, to the second son. Gotta have it, man. Otherwise you're in the darkness. Nothing you can do. You're in darkness until you take shelter of those who have taken shelter of the true Lord, that second son, they get it. They get that light from the scriptures. They get that light if you're lucky to find a living devotee who has this potency in their lives. In the Vaishnavas. There are a lot of Christians, they got it. You could see it. You can see they got the real light of God in them. You ever see Christians who have God's love in them? They're alive, man. You can see there's life in them. True love, true feeling for people. Yeah. And a detachment from the illusion from the world. It's like, let me help people out. They're the helpers. Okay? They're the helpers so that helper can be born in you. Isn't that what Jesus was? He said, I'm going to, you listened to me for 3 years and you're clean by the word I have spoken to you, by these words, cleansed you. And now that helper that was outside of you is going to be inside you. That's what life is all about, is to have that helper. That's God. That's the living God that we're meant to be bound with. And he's realizable. He's understandable. You can feel him, and it's a spiritual experience, because your soul, you have a soul, man. Soul just needs to be awakened to this relationship. See? Then your life is complete. Okay, completion. I found who I've been looking for so many eons and lifetimes. I always thought it was in relationships with something mundane in the world. Some other person in the illusion. What can they do for you? Really? That's why, again, you need the helpers, those who are already helped by that inner helper. They have that awakened in them. That's where you're going to feel some strength, man. That's how you're going to overcome in that association. Hey, we have a whole sangha of devotees like this. Many have that helper awakened in them. We're here beginning with the Vaishnavas. Why not? We preach from their books, don't we? Prabhupada came to give us real knowledge and let us preach that knowledge as it is and liberate people. Let them see that the second sons of the Lord, the second sons, are here also in living, not just in the book, and not being preached by those who don't know those second sons, that are not alive in them. They don't have that second sun burning bright inside them yet. They also need this shiksha to hear these truths preached to them. She said, how can I exist in this darkness? Eh? How can devotees exist in this darkness? They have that second sun. Even though it's dark out, still they got the second sun and they're feeling bright and cheery. They're not dependent on the sun having a cloud of it. It's just material, see? See, no, they have that other sun in them, burns bright. See? And only when the clouds of Maya, when people are in transition, in this kind of halfway house, in transition, sometimes the cloud of Maya comes over, the false ego, and gives a little, but then it breaks through eventually. My house seems to swallow me up, and the advice of my relatives sounds like poison. Well, it's always been poison. It's some level of poison. Maybe it feels like it helps you and everything, but it doesn't. It's not the antidote. See, the antidote are the devotees, the real devotees. You have real devotion. They're the antidote for the Maya. Complete solution. See, the real medicine, the real medication. See? Otherwise, there's some poison. That's why a religion ain't enough. These gurus, if they're still religious, see, they still depending on rules and regulations and speculations. It's not strong enough. There's still some poison there. See? Poison. So the truth isn't fully there. See, truth is Satchidananda, man. Where do you see Satchidananda manifest? Isn't that nice to speak this truth so people know where to go? Oh, well, not everybody believes in it. Well, too bad, man. That's still the truth. That's what the books are saying. Satchidananda. It's all about that. Sukadeva Goswami was Satchidananda. Yes or no? The cowherd boys, Satchitananda, right? That's where the wives of the Brahmins went. They didn't go to non-Satchitananda, which were just Brahmins. That's not good enough, man. That's been preached too much. Preached by Brahmins that, oh yeah, mode of goodness is transcendental. No, it's not. The cowherd boys, they have Satchitananda. They were ecstatic, man. Conclusive. You want to serve Krishna. Krishna's hungry, man. He's hungry. He wants to hear the holy name. He wants to wake up. See, Vamanadeva, Satchitananda, even the guru of Bali Dev was a very powerful Brahmin, but he could raise the dead bodies and they could become alive again, but not really. They didn't have devotion because he didn't have devotion. It's all about Satchitananda, man. That is the essence of the truth. That is the only thing real in this world, if you can find it. That rare jewel, man, that's better than finding a gold mine. One devotee, much less so many here, Satchitananda devotees. You found a gold mine, and that's the truth. A mine of gold, the only thing real in this world. Real gold, not fool's gold. Fool's gold is all this stuff in the world, only under the sun, the one sun. See? Not the two suns. We need the two suns in this world. They're under the one sun, and then they got the second suns. And they deliver us that second suns. So now we're complete here in this world. And then our house isn't a prison. Our relationships aren't keeping us in prison. Because we're purified by that second sun. That other sun can only purify the body, right? Get some vitamin D so it survives. That's all. See? But most of the people's real body, their spiritual body, is dead. It's out of their awareness. It's dormant. It needs to be awakened by the second suns. See, it starts with, scriptures and the living guru, man. They awaken that second sun inside you. Now no one will call me mother. Even Yamaraj, the Lord of Death, has forgotten me. Actually, there's another interpretation. I'll bring that up because it's really nice, important. So my son has left me in a miserable state. Where has my... Wait. Now no one will call me mother. Okay, in other words, she was saying, now my life will be inauspicious. For people, they give me praise, they appreciate me, and they like this, and no one will call me a real mother of the Lord and all that, because the Lord is gone and my life is useless. Okay? That's the world. People's lives are pretty useless, man. All they're doing is misleading people. It's pretty useless. See? And so Mother Sachi says, without my Nimai, people who used to praise me and consider me blessed and all that stuff, there will be no blessing. So she's just speaking about the world. That's the world. There's no blessing. Everybody's under the curse. Without the living God awakened in you, you're still under the curse, more or less. If you're in the modes of ignorance, you're really cursed, eating feces with all your money. That's all the best you can do. And you must do that because you've sold your soul in that way. Okay, so that's how it is. People are going around people that are cursed, under the curse, think they're getting a blessing. No. The real truth is, go to those who are free of the curse. Their sins are forgiven. They chant the holy names and the Lord is there, giving them the life of the second sons, coming through them, which is Krishna, the Lord, Christ. This is the only life in this world, man. Everything else is dead in the modes. All these people running around like chickens with their head cut off. See, the head's cut off, man. Their bodies are just going around. They don't have a head. See, the head are the sons of the Lord. See, those scriptures, these truths in the scriptures. This is the head, right? We have those scriptures. They lead us direct, especially if you're not speculating on them. You deliver them to the world as they are, regardless of it results in happiness or distress, or a loss or a gain. This is the problem. We got to abandon religion and religious gurus. Well, the GBC come up. I got to tell people to take the shot because the government wants it and I have to do it, even though I may not feel it's right. See, all these material motives. The whole world is like this. Religion is still like this. People are afraid, in fear. See, they're not dependent on the truth. They're not strengthened by the truth. See? They're not bold because of the truth. Not empowered because of the truth. Not purified because of the truth. See? Not dedicated because of the truth and how great it is to even die for the truth. What else is there? That's substantial. Everything else is dark. One day, people say, there are cowards, so many cowards out there. They're all in fear and all that stuff. And people that have some sense, they say, man, let me have one day with living with courage. Let me one day being free than being a slave, like over and over ever again, in fear, slavery. My son has left me in such a miserable state. How fortunate she is. Oh, where has my Nimai gone, leaving me alone without a son? Who will bring him back to me? See, this is the problem. Nobody's lamenting over the real, he's the forgotten one. This is the Lord, dormant Lord inside us. Nobody is like, well, where have you gone? Because if we would ask for that, then the Lord would come. He's the only thing that comes back. When your son and daughter is gone, they're gone, right? They don't come back. You can lament. Your mother won't come back. Your father. Many times your money won't come back either. You lose, where is my money and my daughter and my sons and everything? But when you have that lamentation for the Lord, he always comes back. Isn't that nice, Lilita? He always comes back. Okay? This relationship is what we want, really. Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want someone who leaves but comes back? I'm sorry, you can't get out of this. It's always somebody's going to always leave, or something's always going to leave in your life. And the point is, intelligence is, you get this from the real sons of the Lord, who the Lord informs. And see, like he just informing me now, the truth and these truths. That isn't it better to get the one who leaves, which God always seems to leave, but he comes back because you call him. That's called devotional mellows. See, here in the world, this is why it's called an illusion. Maya, it's called stupidity, foolishness, ignorance. Why would you want to live and bond yourself with things and people that go and then they're gone? They never come back. They may go, like sometimes temporary, but eventually they go permanently. And then you're grieving. Here, at least you're grieving for the Lord if he goes and then he comes back. Oh, whenever you call him, you just chant his name and boom, he comes back. I like that kind of Lord. And even though he may not be coming back right away because you're dealing with your stuff, man, your Maya, your attachments, all your karmas and all that, don't worry, it'll break through that. And then you'll be happy. Remembering your pastimes, my heart burns. Where have you gone, leaving me without your protection? Did you think how much I would suffer? Oh, my son, even after so much studying, you just left me alone in a helpless condition. So did he know that? Yeah, he knew that. Why would God leave if it wasn't good for somebody? Actually, her ecstasy increased in this separation. Because the Lord did come back, and she was really ecstatic. She got so ecstatic. And I'll tell you how it worked. In the deeper, well, in the more elaboration on this pastime, when he left, she became so ecstatic. Thought she was Mother Yashoda, and she started calling for Krishna. And she was falling down, standing up. She was just acting just like her ecstasy increased so deep she thought she was in Vrindavan. That's pretty ecstatic. And so Lord Chaitanya, when he was gone, he sent Nityananda, go and solace Mother Sachi. Tell her how fortunate she is. And so Nityananda goes and he's seeing, oh, did you, Balaram? She says to Nityananda, hey, Balaram, do you know where Krishna went today? And Nityananda said, oh my God, that's so ecstatic. And he praised her, and this, I'm telling you, the pastime. You are the most fortunate person in the world. You are in the pastimes of Krishna, literally relating to that like that, with so much identification with the truth. Oh my God, you are the most fortunate person. See, you need the sons of the Lord to teach us the truth. See, so Nityananda revealed. Nobody knows these things. They think, oh, she's very unfortunate. No, look, it's in the pastime. Her ecstasy increased to another level. So the Lord knows all these things, and that's why he acted. That's why he just went. Their ecstasy is going to increase in their separation. They're going to show the world how much they love me. They're going to show how much more intelligence they get, how they just can call me, I'm gone and everything. And in Sankirtan, they're ecstatically worship. I come there in their Sankirtan and they cry and they laugh, just like when I was here, and maybe even a little more. Worshiping in separation. See? There's no real separation. Just an illusion, a transcendental illusion. That's the illusion we want, man. We want yoga Maya, not this Maha Maya. Why take shelter of Maha Maya? She's always kicking you in the ass. See? Get yoga Maya. Then if you have a little Maha Maya in you, she'll kick you in the ass to move you along in this direction. River can relate to that. She smacks you and then you go closer to yoga Maya. If you don't have this benefit, man, this is benefit. Sadhu Sangha is the greatest benefit. Krishna says himself. He said, I'm not attained in any way really except by Sadhu Sangha. By even one sadhu, that's Sadhu Sangha. Two or more are gathered in my name. Get together with a realized devotee, man. There's the two or more. There I shall be. There's your deliverance, man. There's your awakening. One person, and you're there, and the Lord is there, dormant in your heart. He starts to wake up. Oh, I'm with my devotee, man. That's the essence of Vaishnavism. This is the essence of all the books are teaching, man. Find one living Vaishnava in this world, and you got Sadhu Sangha. And Krishna says, I'm not attained in any way but that kind of Sadhu Sangha. Haven't we proved it already? Okay? Not by renunciation, not by austerities, not by sadhana bhakti, not by following the rules and regulations strictly. Not by pious deeds am I attained, but I'm easily attained by sadhu sangha. One sadhu like that. Haven't we proved that quite a bit here? You guys weren't getting it yet until you got sadhu sangha. You're trying it all these other ways, and then the Lord shows you the way it works, and now you become a witness, and you can say, hey man, go in the narrow gate, man. Broad is the way of destruction. That's everywhere else. Just go in the narrow gate. The gate's here. Go in the gate, man. Vrindavan's open. It's authorized. You know, Lord Chaitanya came. The messenger of Lord Chaitanya says, in Kali Yuga, I'm just opening the door. Come through the door into Vrindavan. Come and chant in ecstasy, like the residents there. Come to my greatest, most precious home. It's open now. It's open again. The door is open again. Vishnupriya continually wailed in lamentation, living in a semi-conscious state. Isn't it amazing, the knowledge, Krishna? Where's this stuff coming from? You think I understand any of this? No, this is called relationship with God. This is why I love this. It's so wonderful. Get real knowledge, man. Real scoop on life. Everyday news of the absolute truth. Goloka Vrindavan type news. Destroys the illusion, makes the reality appear in our lives. Yeah, this all comes, see, this is from relationship with the Lord. That's the will of the Lord, is to get this relationship now. Wake it up. Go through the purification. Wash your clothes here. Don't worry, you just come here and we'll wash them for you. Automatically it happens. Vishnupriya continually wailed in lamentation, living in a semi-conscious state. She behaved like a mad woman, forgetting to dress or tie her hair. Sometimes she sat for a moment, then she stood up and started walking here and there for no apparent reason. Sometimes she cried madly, saying, holding the garland of the Lord's body in my heart. Sometimes she cried madly, saying, holding the garland of the Lord's body in my heart, I'll light a fire and enter it and burn myself to death. Okay? And that's what you got to do, man. She was holding a garland of the Lord's body in her heart, man. See, and burned herself. See, this is the false ego. Burn what you think is the self to death. That's what you got to hold, that Lord, man. That's what we do here. That's the awakening of the Lord, holding the Lord and burning the self, your identification with the illusion, to death. But do you really die, or do you live? See, you died to live, and the Lord's making it easy. You come, Sadhu Sangha, the burning starts. Holding that Lord in your heart, the burning starts, and burning the self. See, you didn't know you're jumping on the funeral pyre every day. But this one gives life, man. It's not like this external thing. Burn the body. No, this is all external stuff. It's meant for this kind of internal burning, man. We're holding the Lord close, the garland of the Lord in his name, in his fame and pastimes and truths in our heart. And burning the false ego to death. Thank God. It's always given us trouble anyway. Why not burn it, man? Isn't it time? Throw it on the fire, man. Right, River? Just throw it in that fire. Burn it up, man. It's given us trouble, man. It's given us crippled bodies. crippled minds, crippled others by our talks, poisonous talks. I might as well burn it up, man. Let's keep holding that garland of the Lord in the form of his name in our heart, in our tongue, in our mouth, in our ears. Just burn, dissolve it. That was a good one, Lord. Keep it up. Keep going. Keep going. I like revelation upon revelation. Sometimes she sat for a moment. Oh, yeah. Due to her natural feminine shyness, Vishnupriya didn't say much about Lord Vishwambara. Everyone said they were suffering the reactions of their karma. Yeah, and it could be if there's anything in there that's burning up by that relationship. We've started that relationship in the hearts of the devotees here. That's why I say you're in the pastimes of the Lord. That was happening back then. It's happening now again. We're holding by mantra the Lord close as a garland in our heart, man, and it's burning up our karma. See, burning it to death. That's how we live, man. This is the life. This is the only real life. Let it all burn, man. See? Suffering the reactions of the karma. See, that's the burning up. And ultimately, see, when it's diminished, then it's finished. Otherwise, you have to die and you suffer. You go to Yamaraj and he judges you. Oh, you got this sinful thing to suffer because you engage in these. This is just the way life is in the world. You're under karma. You didn't meet a devotee. You didn't take shelter of a devotee who has the garland of the Lord in their hearts. You didn't go through that purification in this life, so that you can diminish that to get more into that. See, you didn't meet a devotee. You didn't meet a representative of the transcendental Lord yet. So all people do is they go to Yamaraj, who judges them. Oh yeah, you did all these sins, or you did these good things. Okay, go to heaven for a while, and then go to hell and suffer the karmic stuff. And then what's the result? You come back here again. As a dog or as a person or as who knows how. This is the judgment of Yamaraj. You come here. See, your karma also burns up. But where do you go? Goloka, you go to the spiritual world here. Not back to this earth because you didn't make it. See, that's why you Vaishnavas, if you don't make it to this process of transformation of your karma, you got to come into a society of those who start this burning, this funeral pyre for the false ego. You come back because you carry that when you die. I don't care. You say, well, I chant my 16 rounds and all that. You still got a false ego? Is it burnt up yet? Well, yeah, I don't even think about that. I don't even know what it is. Okay, you lack knowledge, man. You lack information. You lack sadhu sangha. You lack these intimate understandings that only devotees know, that are empowered for this kind of purification. That's why the real devotees, they're worshipped by the demigods. Yamaraj, one devotee here is worshipped by Yamaraj because they can do what he can't do. All he can do is send you to burn in hell a little bit or heaven to enjoy, and then you're sent back to this world. But a devotee can do what he can't do. You come here, your karma is burnt up, and you go to Goloka. That's stronger, isn't it? And that's more. That's why the demigods worship even one devotee empowered in this world, and you're all becoming like that. Capable of burning up the karmas of disciples and friends and well-wishers and sending them to Goloka and not back to this earth, because that's not our work here. Is why if you're still steeped in religion and believe in religion and religious leaders and everything, you can't benefit from this. How can your guru send you to Goloka? He's not even in Goloka himself. Their karma isn't even burned up in themselves. How do you know it's not burned up? They believe in the world. They're controlled by the world. They believe in these liars and cheaters and hypocrites, that these shots are good. They're practical, man. Practical preaching. You're believing in people that are taking people out. I don't know, taping their bodies, throwing them, then you didn't make it yet, man. You want to make it? Well, you got to come to Real Devotees Association, who worship the Lord in great ecstatic love. And stop, being like a false representative of Vrindavan. The devotees felt sharp pain in their hearts. They lost self-control due to their bereavement. Each devotee tried to console himself by recollecting the pastimes he had with the Lord. Who can say anything conclusive about him? His character is unknown in the Vedas and everyone else in the universe. If one is fortunate, he will chant your name and awaken his relationship with you. The followers of Gauranga resolved to carry out his orders with steadfastness. Thus, the devotees somewhat controlled their feelings of separation from the Lord. They controlled their feelings. What happens? They feel this relationship by remembering these things, remembering his pastimes. See? Who can say anything conclusive about him? See, only the devotees can. Nobody, see, again, they're speaking for the world. Nobody, if you're not a devotee, if you're not a real associate of Lord Chaitanya and are ecstatic like the Lord is ecstatic and conclusive like the Lord, you don't know how to glorify the Lord. Only the Lord can give you the words. He has to use you like a flute. Are you a real flute for the Lord? Yeah. Are you proving to the world that you're a flute to the Lord? Do people see that you are a real associate of the Lord by having the same kind of feelings that the Lord has, that he expresses through you to show you who he is? Are you like that? Or you can't even dream about preaching like this? Who can conclusively speak about the Lord? See? Only those who are his associates, whose life and soul is that Lord Chaitanya. See, their life and soul, you see that. See? Their life and soul is Lord Chaitanya, who is ecstatic love and the conclusive truth about him. You listen to real devotees for 30 days, then you'll see something and experience something that you wouldn't anywhere else. But who really wants Krishna enough to do that? See? Usually people, they still believe in these false authorities. That's why they can't do it. They don't have the strength. They believe in those who are not experienced devotees. They have a real relationship with the Lord that's transcendental, and they can prove it. They believe in liars and cheaters and deceptors and deceivers. See, they believe in the Lord's illusion in essence. Anyway, this message is for those. You ready to come out of the illusion? Does this inspire you? Does the truth inspire you? Does it inspire you to be with people who are what they say? See? They say ecstatic love is the truth. And you see ecstatic love is part of their being, and you see the scriptures even praise it, and now you learn the scriptures. Are you one of those who wants that? Well, this is here. This is why we preach, man. It's why we speak. This is why we emanate this. This is for you, for your awakening, and for our awakening too, because it's fun, man. It's fun to, do that. Narada is never getting bored. He's out through the universes preaching like this. Like this. What? Same thing. See? The Lord empowers him, Lord empowers here, powers you, powers me, powers Prabhupada. But is he empowering you, transcendental potency? Or are you still empowered by the material potencies? Can you give a message that's better than good? Because that's this kind of message. It's better than good, isn't it? Am I praising goodness? I'm praising transcendental truths. It's better. It's deeper. It's stronger. It liberates souls. You believe this message, all your sins will be forgiven, and you'll chant in ecstasy. Or hear in ecstasy, whatever your forte is. And then you'll be free of fear, which is, that's just chunk change. You just free of fear of illusion, all these things, That just comes along with the territory. You'll be liberated. All these people trying to be liberated and get the monkey off their mind in meditations and all this. We do it ever so easily. It just comes with the territory here, man, proving it all the time. Eric had this guy, who says, oh, Eric, why are you into politics, And the guy was still under the whammy of politics himself. He's out there, oh, yeah, I stand for feminism and this false idea of feminism. It's all false, man. Feminism is here. Feminism, you see him, you're around real feminists, man. That's why Krishna comes. He likes females, doesn't he? He always likes females the most, doesn't he? No, he comes here because we're true feminists, man. You see ecstatic love. That's feminine. That's pretty feminine, huh? Right? You see devotion. You see tears. That's pretty feminine. What about these feminists? You see any tears in their eyes? You see holy laughter in there, having a gay old time? A lot of feminists are, I think lesbian too,
Mostly they are half men.
But you see any holy laughter in there? You see any tears in their eyes? They're usually pretty stoic. They're looking more like men to me, So, this is true feminism, not to be offensive. You can come too, buddy. We'll teach you what real feminism is. Real feminism is to have the feminist quality, laugh and cry and choke up and cry for God. Cry for our holy master. Cry for our beloved. That's pretty feminine, isn't it? What is this? The other way, you look at, is that really feminism? These looking like kind of dykey, and hard. I'm a feminist. Really? It doesn't look very feminine to me. I thought feminism was kind of soft, and hard things. See, this is why you got to find the real feminists are the ones in the absolute eternal truth. They have feminine qualities of love and devotion and everything. Actually, they got both, man. They got both in them. They got the Krishna and they got Radha. They got the conclusive understanding, which is God. See, that's the word. The word creates in your life the supreme reality. That's the word. Is your supreme reality all that fear and panic from the words you hear from mainstream media? Or is your supreme reality created here from these words of absolute truth? See, that's God. See? And God's consort is this ecstatic devotion. Hey, you're both. The supreme male is in you and the supreme feminine is in you. Now that's perfect. Not to be one or the other. Big, what do they call them? Butch or diet? No, not the feminine, not the homosexual thing. The like a big male guy, big, they got no feminine, right? They're all
Macho.
Macho, yeah, big macho. It's not about being materially macho or materially feminist. Both are illusions. You need the supreme macho, which is the absolute truth, conception of the Lord.
Yeah.
And the supreme
Merit.
feminine, Radha. See, in you, living in you, dancing in you.
A nice couple. It's a very
Nice
good
couple.
couple.
Good couple. You got a couple with them. Yeah, and then you're like a maidservant. You facilitate this relationship. See, there you go. You got all three in one. See, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or Satchidananda. Okay? So Krishna consciousness is the conclusive understanding of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, because the Son has 4 different relationships with the Lord, primary. As a son, well, more. There actually, Prabhupada said there's no son of God in the spiritual world. In the yeah, there's only like the intimate servant, like Jesus considered him intimate servant and friend. That's why I consider he's like Nityananda, intimate servant of the Lord. But he used the words father and son is a good kind of way to look at it. See, Satchidananda, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You got to be in that relationship. See, so the Holy Spirit's got to be in you, and the Father, the truth has got to be in you, the supreme conception of the absolute truth. And then you live in that kingdom of God. If you don't have that supreme conception, that's God, that's the Word. See, that's got to be in you. And then the ecstasy, the devotion that enables you to realize that Word, to realize its benefit has to also be in you. Okay? What we're doing here is a very deep teaching. Okay? It's like Jesus said, I'm here to teach only those who are taught by God. So if the Lord reveals things to you, you can come here. Otherwise, you won't understand. You have to have this heart, your heart, something, some space here, some connection, communication, so that you can recognize this. If not, you're not ready for this. Not ready to be born. See, because you're going to very quickly be born again here. Vaishnavas, you'll be born. If you're not ready to be born, you'll be out there doing external bhakti stuff. Okay, I come to my end here. Was this any good? Did you like this?
Yeah, Guru Maharaj was, as always. I just was thinking it's a nice couple actually, because they can't live together either. You can't have Chit without Ananda, and you can't have Ananda without Chit.
Yeah.
You can't separate Radha from Krishna. They need to be close, and you've got to bring them together.
That's why we have the name and the scriptures, because they bring the Ananda, and the Ananda brings realization of the scriptures. And so the scriptures like Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam, 10th canto, talks about this relationship personified. It says between Radha and Krishna, this is in, I think, chapter, it's in the Adi Leela, in the early chapters. There's a competition between Radha and Krishna. See, Krishna is his, this competition. Radha's love is increased by Krishna, and Krishna's love is increased by Radha. So Krishna represents the conclusive understanding. That's why you see the scriptures are Bhagavan. Lord Chaitanya says, scripture Bhagavan incarnates God. And so the devotion is what enables us, increases our understanding of the scriptures. This is that Bhagavad Gita 10:10. And then the understanding increases the ecstasy. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. Yeah. So you notice there's both elements here in our worship. We have the word, either, just chanting the name and then we become ecstatic. See, or we chant the scriptures and there's ecstasy or realization. And then ecstasy causes more. So this back and forth thing. Yeah. Guru can also sell his books online. We all real programs, spiritual experiences. This country must be rooted in Srila Prabhupada's mission in every town and village. Yeah, and people just need to understand the more details of that mission. Yeah, every town and village, but not just chant dry or chant with just a little mode of goodness stuff, the ecstatic chanting. See, we're here to make ecstatic chanters. If you're not like that, if you don't chant with tears and all these kinds of symptoms that were 500 years ago, you're not doing the full Sankirtan movement. It's a Prema Sankirtan movement. See, otherwise it's still external bhakti, Yeah, people going, Prabhupada's every town and village and everybody going out. But where is the ecstasy is what's the important thing, really. Show what God is in this world. God is Satchidananda. Where do you see that? Or are you just seeing a bunch of people jumping up and down, chanting Hare Krishna dryly or without the wetness of transcendental emotions? I mean, that's why the Lord came, to give transcendental emotions in worshiping God. In spirit and truth. See, the name is truth. The pastimes are truth. And spirit is this Holy Spirit. This is why Jesus came. This is why Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya came. Prabhupada came to set the foundation like Moses, more or less. And there was ecstasy there. People felt it, but it needs to be brought out and fluffed out and more elaborately described because people are already forgetting about it. After that started to diminish, and because they were started to promote things that were not like that, there were more rules, just more mundane things. They just take the spirit out of the worship. When Prabhupada's here, there's more spirit worship. People felt it. He was an ecstatic chanter. Maybe he didn't express it all the time, but still it was there. People felt the emanation. And then when he disappeared, they couldn't hold it because you got to be an advanced devotee to hold it. Otherwise, you just got shadow. You got the shadow, the rays emanating from the thing. He disappears and it's gone.
The battery was gone.
Battery's gone. You got to become the battery. Okay. So that's why, I lost a couple of disciples because one of these gurus said, oh, he just has the shadow, and they believed him. Shadow means you're near a battery and you're getting that thing. I wasn't near any battery other than what was inside. Prabhupada was long gone, man. These gurus had nothing. But I was ecstatic. You could look at that one picture. Sachi posted a picture. 1997. Ecstasy then, right? See, so that's been around from the very beginning. Even from the Bible, all I needed was the sons in the book, and boom, it opened. Yeah, so that's what. If that's not happening for you, you need the shiksha from those kind of devotees. You need to be in a sangha of those devotees. That's why it works here. We got the order, you got everything, got the experience of that bhakti, you got the order from Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna. So it works. People come here. You want Krishna, man? You can have Krishna, man. You want Vrindavan? You can have it. You come here. You'll go through it automatically. Look at everybody going through it and getting more of Krishna. It works. It's not a hoax. We're doing all of this in Krishna's Maya. See? All of this illusion is everywhere. And we're doing this. This is a miracle. Okay? So much. That's what I say. Circle of protection is here. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening. That's why, hey, any devotees out there, do you know there's something more to knowing Krishna? You can come here and you can cultivate that here. I don't see any better place. You can't even do this in Vrindavan, cultivate this, because there are all these persons that are not in Vrindavan consciousness. They're looking at, are you following all the rules and regulations? See, they're still neophyte. This is better. You can get it. You can be around devotees where the Lord is like actively in the moment interacting and giving you stuff. You're not just depending on speculating on what the past acharyas have taught and you don't know because you have no relationship to that. We have feeling relationship to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Raghunath Das. Feeling what they are feeling. How do you know? Well, I become ecstatic reading these books. Otherwise, you'd have no understanding of this stuff. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding of how to come to me. See? So when you're worshiping Krishna in association of Raghunath Das, see, you get the understanding because you're in that ecstasy. And you could see devotees who relish these things. You're in that ecstasy. You get how to come to Krishna in that way. That devotee is. Because you have relation. See, the Lord's given us this. Here. Yeah. So, can somebody read this?
Who wants to read?
He wakes up. That's good.
Yamuna, you want to read that?
Govinda Das, we do the progression. Is that what it says? We do the progression like Prabhupada did more than what Bhaktivedanta did. We doing more with Prabhupada's approval. Stockholm, 1996. More.
Yeah. See, that's what I said in Stockholm, 1996. Did I? Maybe I did. I didn't know we had writings back that far. Maybe it's something I said on a tape or something. But that's something I would say. Yeah. I say that now.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening. It's truth. Okay?
Finishing touch.
Yeah. So if you don't have that progression, devotees, Vaishnavas, do you want to progress more than what was 50 years ago? Well, that's here. Proof is, what are you doing now that's different than when Prabhupada was here? You notice the devotees are all kind of like stereotyped. Not all, but many are just kind of doing the same thing. Or they think something different was it one of the acharyas there is wearing a t-shirt and he's doing informal stuff and stuff like, you think that's really different? See, what's different is ultimately is transcendental. This is where it's going. See, where is the transcendental thing going is progressive. Where is it going from Vaidhi to Raganuga and spontaneous devotion? Yeah, that's progressive. Not, well, now we're like, like some of these guys are talking about feminism and these gurus talking, well, we're actually, women should be treated more equally. And see, still body stuff. What is the big deal about this? Is still in the body, still identifying as a body, a woman, man, black, white, orange, it's all still mundane. Where's your divine feminism of this ecstatic devotion? Where's the macho, the maxi macho of the conclusive male, Krishna, conclusive solid truth as it is, of the highest truth? Where's that? See? Now we go. Now that's progressive now. This is the only place Krishna consciousness can go. That's why, unless you're preaching this, you're not progressive. You're not preaching like this, and you don't have this jewel, you don't have Satchidananda manifesting in your body, in your temple, you're not progressive, because this is the only place Krishna consciousness can go, is to this platform. Yes or no? Is it going to go into the new age, become selfless servants? Well, yeah, well, you not? No, I'm a servant of Krishna, man. No selfless thing about it. You know, I have a relationship with God. Nothing selfless about that. No, the real self is Krishna, man. I am his servant. And the servants are the servants here. That's why we're preaching. We're servants of the servants, right? A lot of servants need to wake up, to the transcendental nature of Krishna, God. They don't know that. They're serving Maya. Come on, wake up. Wake up, you religionists. Wake up, you PhDs. Come on, get with the real program. It's time. Retract your arm. Stop sticking it up there for needles to be stuck in it. Let us needle you a little bit. That's where we're kind of needling them. Rattling the cages. Come on, wake up, guys. All right, go ahead. Read this, somebody.
I will read it. In Indian culture, when people express ecstasy, they tag them to the fake and misunderstand it. They speak as if even if someone is sincere, there is lots of obstacle. They speak about sahaja and create havoc for devotees. I know some devotees was in that ecstasy, they had put him in lots of trouble and tribulations.
Yeah, and Bhakti Siddhanta wrote a paper about that. He said when religionists get a hold of, if they get a little scent of the spirit, which is this ecstasy, they want to snuff it out. See, that's proving that Vaishnavism is still on the level of religion. Anybody ready to transcend Vaishnava religion and get into Vaishnava spirituality? That's what we do here. Truth and ecstasy. What else do you need? You don't need religion because it's got faults in it. That kind of stuff. They don't know exactly what is ecstasy, what is God. God is this Holy Spirit, the spirit of devotion. God is the conclusive glorification of that. See, the full Godhead is in that. That's here. And, people, they're still on level of religion where they're not clear about that. A lot of Christians are not clear about the Holy Spirit. You know this? They think it's some Kundalini thing. That's bad. Oh, this Kundalini! Look at these Christians. They're laughing and crying. Oh, this is not normal. You're
Some
right.
think it's the devil. They say it's
They
the
think it's the
devil.
devil. Yeah. No, the devil is the lack of that. The devil's trying to cover this up. They don't know. They're still servants of that Lucifer in that sense. The Maya, the illusion. See? So the ecstatic devotees, they're free. They're free see, I always love this thing, being free in Christ. And that's the truth. Free in Krishna, free in Christ. I'm free in Krishna and Christ. I'm free in the sons of God, man. I just rest my head there, and therefore no illusion will touch me. See, that's a secret. That'll be for everybody else. If you lay your head anywhere else except in the sons of the Lord, the sun, see the second sons, where the real sun comes through, you'll always be illusioned. See, and illusion can get you. Okay. But if people can understand what I'm talking about here, you'll stay free of illusion. I don't have any faith in gurus who haven't realized Krishna. They're not a real sun yet. See, it's an idol. People are teaching idolatry in Vaishnavism. What is this thing, paying obeisances to people who haven't realized Krishna? What is this? That's an idol. I don't worship idols any more than Shiva. He wouldn't pay obeisances to Daksha, did he? Millions of demigods do, just like millions of Vaishnavas. They pay obeisance to these guys who haven't realized Krishna. I won't do it. Why am I going to be? Why do I want to represent illusion? Or out of etiquette? That's not what's needed now. People need to learn to worship what is transcendental and those who are transcendental. See, who manifest the transcendental nature of the Lord in the world. Otherwise, you stay here in this world, bewildered more or less by the Lord's illusion. It's only Satchidananda, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and those who represent that in the world that can help us really well. So, read this.
We need a real circle of devotion and ecstasy and service.
Yeah, and we have that here. A real circle, a devotion and ecstasy and service. Service is, Lord Chaitanya said the religion of the age. He said different things, and they're all related. The religion of the age is to remember Krishna and remind others of Krishna. That's what we do here. Isn't it nice to remember the truth? Here we're steeped in people and illusions everywhere, the news and people talking about bullshit and lies and all that. And we sit here and remember the truth and remind others of truth. That's the religion. This is real religion. This is pure religion. Remembering the truth and reminding others about the truth in ecstasy, in bliss. Okay. Chanting Hare Krishna in ecstasy. There you go. We're remembering the truth and reminding others of the truth. Ecstatic worship of the Lord. That is the truth. Jesus said, the Lord, that's the highest truth, is worship in spirit and truth, in the spirit of ecstasy and the conclusive understanding of God. There you go. You need them both. That's the highest truth. The highest reality is that. And we're here reminding people, remembering and reminding ourselves and reminding others. How else can we move through this dark? This is all dark here. Everything. This sun is not bright enough to illuminate the illusion. We need this. And we have all these wonderful books and scriptures and the holy name and ecstasy. What more do you need than that? You don't need any religion. I don't need any group. I don't need ISKCON. They need us. I don't need Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Smith. They need us. If you're not like this, you need us. You need people, representatives who represent the real representatives of Radha and Krishna in this world. Isn't that bottom line? Do you have that? If you don't, you need us because that's what we represent in this world. This is our work. Represent ecstasy, right? That's Radha. Represent conclusive understanding that she only knows and informs her girlfriends. That's us. How much more clarity do you need out there? I don't know. I'm kind of sleepy. Okay, come back again tomorrow and we'll have more discussions about these, more shows. We'll show you this and show you that, and we'll talk about this and that until it becomes crystal clear. Read that.
We need to share it in all media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Go ahead. Go for it. Do it, man. I'm doing it. I just share this, share that. They need to hear from the witnesses now. Make the truth popular. Make Satchidananda popular now. Not just speculation on Krishna and the truth. Make Satchidananda a household word.
Is convinced?
Yeah. This is what it needs to be like in every town and village, not just monkeys jumping up and down saying Hare Krishna with no ecstatic devotion. No, monkeys jumping up and down with ecstasy, acting like fools, but in great ecstasy, in glorifying the only thing real in this world, the name of God, and the only thing real in the world, the ecstasy of Krishna and Radha, the only thing real. If Radha and Krishna did not descend to this world, it would be useless. Krishna Das Kaviraj said that. That means, hey man, where is that descent? Where is it? Where is it? Well, it's in Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. No! Where is it? Where can you see that Radha Rani energy? The crying, the laughing, and all that. And where can you hear concrete truth? Like slammed on your head where it busts all the illusion and ignorance. You just get slammed with it, man. Boom! Oh my God, all my ignorance is gone. It's like a concrete block, the truth. Okay, read this. Hey, get some inspiration.
There is a good Zoom platform we can use to preach. Those so-called preachers are using it to grow our Sangha, to do online Gurukul, etc. Each devotee's Mataji was singing nicely this morning.
What was that?
I don't know which Mataji this was.
We preach, those so-called preachers are using to grow our Sangha, to do online Gurukul, etc. Oh, maybe they can sing on that too. Yeah. Can you sing on this one? Does it work?
Why wouldn't it work?
Well, where there's no time delay and stuff.
Oh, when you are chanting and I sing with you,
Yeah.
I'm later than you, for instance.
Yeah, maybe Zoom is faster. I don't know. Unless they're, I don't know. Let's have to look into that. But this is kind of like a Zoom meeting. I mean, anybody else, I got to put 10 people up here, although some people say they have a hard time staying on. Maybe Zoom might be better for that.
Zoom is also a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, Zoom, you can get hundreds actually up there, but they all can't see them at the same time. You got to go through the pages.
Okay.
Okay, say Govinda says, if you get access, you can print We Got multiverses. Oh, if you got access and can print We Got multiverses. Oh, let's go to work. Yeah, the thing is now, if people put the kind of energy in that was put in to, like these persons do, to promote these gurus and everything, here you're promoting something that's going to awaken ecstatic love in their hearts that these guys can't do. That's not their job. Maybe they can, do the rules, regulations, stuff. But our forte, if people get convinced to hear this word and they become inspired by it, they can, be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. That's pretty amazing. So all you guys have to do out there is take the words. See, it's not something I should do because it's like I'm glorifying myself. But hey, man, if you've gotten benefit, if you feel you're getting liberated, and then you can testify, they come to sadhu sangha, and then you put out these words of these sayings and everything. They're very powerful. Just today, so many amazing things come. If you write these things down, you put them up there, you have a book, not only a book, but or words or stuff going out there that's transcendental. It carries a vibration, and if you attract one person, you saved a soul. Because they're, Radhanath and all these gurus, they're putting their disciples are putting their words up. But where's my students? Where are they putting the words up? They're putting pages of affirmations and all this stuff in their writings and and so when this starts to go out, then you're going to see lots of people coming. But the witnesses have to develop to the point of that kind of empowerment. Otherwise you're just, the Mayas, or one level, what different levels of preaching. There are people preaching, they have pages and stuff. So anyway, it's kind of like how it works. Who can do it better than me? There are a lot of media professionals in your sangha. Yeah, well, get to work if there are any media professionals. Because isn't this an important message? Isn't it got Prabhupada's backing? Doesn't it show it does? Aren't people getting liberated? Show me anything better than this in religion, in Vaishnavism. Who's
Exactly.
has a more stronger program? So, hey,
Yes.
man, yeah. So maybe if people get inspired, they can, do more. Yeah. Yeah, and this is not what we're promoting is this worship in spirit now. Is I think this is very much needed in Vaishnavism. This will help people so much. I mean, it'll free them. I mean, it does everything. Okay, what else? Anything you want to say, Tom? No. What about you, River?
I asked this question yesterday. I know it's the way to go that there's going on to the computer and preaching that way, and there are many different avenues to preach. But actually preaching to a person face to face, I really love that. I kind of miss that as well. Preaching to the devote, around. I know that's the way to go because so many people are online, and you can reach loads of people. But the face to face, don't we need that? Don't we need face to face contact with people? Because eventually it seems like we don't see actually anybody really. With me being unwell, we've seen some people at the hospital, but other than that, I miss seeing people.
When you
How do
say,
you kind of
what do you mean miss seeing people? You mean in physical reality or physical life?
say what was
What do you mean in physical
like
life?
going out,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah, face to face, physical life,
yeah,
to go
yeah,
out and
yeah,
meet people. We've done it. I've done it all my life, just meet people, and
yeah,
it's something that's really, it's kind of really lovely to do that. And
yeah,
I do
yeah,
understand it is better now to preach online, but I get really fed up sometimes being on the computer, on the internet. My body
yeah,
gets tired. I'm sitting still all the time, things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. And I
yeah, yeah,
suppose that kind of stuff, and it's really nice because you get out, to meet people, that kind of stuff. So is it,
yeah.
if we are doing this through Krishna, the Lord is coming through us and we're preaching, then it doesn't really matter if we meet people on a face-to-face personal. It kind of does to
Well,
me, actually.
yeah, yeah. So what? Don't try to get out of this habit of asking me like I'm, just say what your realization is. Yeah, that I
Yeah,
like to meet people and it works
yeah,
better for me. Otherwise, you're asking
me too.
me, no, just I'm getting this experience. Yeah, yeah, like that.
It's been,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet people
yeah, it's really
physically.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you do that more over there? Are people able? Are you able to meet? Are they walking around?
Some people are. Um, with being better now, I can go out and do walking and things like that. But the lockdown's going to be over next week, or is it the week after? And people are going to be out, and it's summer, and they need to promote things, so
Yeah.
they might keep lockdown. The lockdown will be over probably for a few months. I don't know when they'll put it back on again.
Hmm.
So yeah, meeting when going into town and doing Harinam, and then people are doing Harinam, and then you can just go and speak to somebody, because they've been pulled towards you, and they tell you things, and share things with you, and you can kind of make a connection with them. I think that's really beneficial. It's for me anyway. I really
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's,
Yeah.
meeting different people. Lolita was saying to me, because we went out the other day. This guy's like a devotee, and he talks about Krishna, but he's very sick at the moment.
Mhm.
And we spent all day with him, and we had a great time. It was really nice. Got vitamin D, had dinner together, did
Ah,
something different.
yeah. Yeah.
Obviously talk about Krishna. It was really nice, and to do that and to meet different energies. Lolita was right. It really does help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
that's it.
great. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we went down to this place called Snenton Market. It's just where there was loads of stalls with different food. There was no social distancing. Nobody had a mask on. There was no police there. Yeah, there was no police there. It was great. Me and Karina went down to meet somebody, and this was happening, and it was like, wow. There's somebody was singing, the band there that was singing, and it was just really relaxed. It was just really nice and relaxed.
Oh,
It was
what was
nice.
this? What was that?
It was just, I think, it's a place in Nottingham where they have a market usually, food, fruit and veg and things like that. But there were different stores from different nationalities. There's food and music and people just talking together and laughing. But there was a lot of people there, and no social distancing and no masks. And it
Wow.
was just really lovely. You know, it just showed. You know, it just was this social distancing. You know, it's to do with something else. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
about,
no,
because
no.
the room with me, he never got the virus. My mum was with my dad. He never got the virus.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and it just went by itself. It wasn't very nice what I had, whatever kind of
Yeah.
virus it was, you know.
Yeah.
But it really made me realize that, you know, this social distancing, there's just a huge agenda behind it. But to personally experience it and know people who have experienced it and they haven't social distance and, you know, they haven't got it.
Mhm.
It's just, you know. So yeah, it was a really nice crowd. They were really kind of, I think there were a lot of hippies, kind of that kind of crowd there.
Oh,
But
great.
it was really, really nice. I don't know if it will happen again, but with summer being coming, there's going to be a lot of these things happening in Nottingham. Yeah, so we can hopefully go down.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, stay in. Yeah, it's given; it shall be given unto you.
That's it.
You
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but we
Great
should be.
class today, Guru Maharaj, very clear.
Yes,
Well, I
baby.
heard it very clear today. Yeah. Yeah. They're always clear, but I heard it clear today.
Yeah, it's nice with the
Thank you.
music. Kind of, gives a little.
It's amazing with the music. I love it. It really goes
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
And it really puts, yeah, it's lovely. Keeps you calm, keeps you
yeah,
focused, and you
yeah.
can really hear the words. And you have really great music. You have really,
I don't have.
I want that.
I don't. I don't have so many, but I have like I'm kind of getting you got to the main thing is you got to get the mood with the right music with the right mood for with the right thing you're reading, whatever. That's really the trick. And then when you get that, and then you match that, and it works nice. It's nice. That's why I go through,
I do
even with the
that.
chanting. That's why the chanting, I go through a few different ones to get the right. So I'm learning to pick up the right thing, and sometimes it changes
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
the
think I tried
rhythm.
to, do that today in a class, see where it took me. Tunes were like not really matching with my chanting.
Yeah,
But yeah, I understand. I understand it does. It goes together really well with the echo,
yeah,
as well. It sounds
yeah,
like it's really coming from another place
yeah.
and not, yeah,
So if you want to get music like this, all you do is uh, download backing tracks.
yeah,
Say like a lot of this stuff is guitar, so backing tracks for guitar, and something you can put in a worship backing tracks for guitar, so or just backing tracks for guitar, and you find a lot of in the different kind of like slow or meditative, or just do different searches, and you find all kinds of amazing thing on YouTube, and download them. And a good thing to use to download them is if you use a cell phone, because you can put it on cell phone and then just Bluetooth it, is TubeMate. TubeMate. TubeMate.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. TubeMate. And that's a really good program for that. And it's free, and you can download the YouTube. There's also Facebook on there. You can download. Well, you'll look at it. You'll see. You can do a lot of stuff.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And then if you want to do the rap thing, you just look up rap songs, rap hip hop, or just different things, and just find which one you like, and try chanting with it and see if you like.
I did that today. I like some really nice Indian tunes. Because those kind of things are coming. My vision, my scope is getting wider. So there's some really nice Indian tunes that I like with the flute.
Yeah, I did too. But then I get all these complaints. I don't like this Indian stuff.
Well,
I was enjoying. I was enjoying even using that. What do you call the tambura with the. I don't know. I like that shit stuff. But Jonathan says, I don't like that stuff.
You're not doing it if you like it.
Huh? Well, I don't know. I'm a people pleaser. Maybe there's a part of me still a people pleaser.
I please Krishna now, because trying to please so many people. Which kind of doesn't. There's so many people. How can we do one by one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I when I play what I'm playing now, nobody's complaining. See, but when I played the other stuff, there's some that like the Indian vibe and some that don't. So. Well,
I'm Indian and Indian and English. That's my thing. So what to do? Do both.
You do whatever you want. Yeah. What is Govinda? Is he an American Indian or something? Woo,
I'm so excited. It's so nice to see River Karuna so bubbly, and hear that Karuna's helping River so nicely. He's so kind like that. He's got such a nice heart. He's going through some stuff maybe, but he's been very kind and always helping and reaching out to others like Ranga and River. So big shout out. And I have this vibe just to turn up in Nottingham and do a Harinam and so we shall see. Yeah, it's in my heart to do. Yeah.
Get Ranga out the house as well.
Yeah,
it's good what you're doing, meeting Ranga as well. It's really nice to see you, Bubbly, and your mum, and it's cool, man. And you're out there Harinam.
So are you inviting there, River? You want him to come?
Yeah, he can come. But if I'm not well, I won't go.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But you can go with Karuna. You can take Karuna and Ranga, because they're up for it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So get there. Get over to Nottingham. Yeah. Stoke that fire in the caravan.
Well, the lockdown's over, I think, on the 12th. Is it the 12th, Govinda?
I think so. Yeah. And
then we can do it. We can do it when there is a lockdown, but there'll be just more people when there isn't. Really.
Yeah. So when the time is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what Aman says. Aman speaks of homelessness. People say about the homeless. He says, well, I got carpet, I got the grass on the ground, and I got the sky above me. So I like just to sleep along the canal, and now it's getting warmer.
So,
but Nottingham is.
Yeah, it's great. All right, guys. So I think I'm going to move around a little bit here. So the broadcast was okay here when I got the thing. Is it working?
Yes.
This broadcast.
Super okay.
Yeah.
Was it better than the other place we were at?
No.
Well, we didn't have any interruptions or anything really today.
Okay. Yeah. I just have a certain place I have to put the cell phone to make this thing. But okay, I got it now. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody, and I'll see you later.
Hare Krishna, bye.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Nari.
Krishna, River, Tom,
Nari,
Karuna, Ranga.
Yeah,
Balarama.
Jai Balaram.
Bang.
Evo, everybody.
Evo.